Edward, look out behind you! Mr. Attorney, a man behind you! So, last time we were doing a thing, we found a dead man! Yippee! I'm also dumb because I did the thing again where I, didn't say anything about me streaming. Yippee! Yeah, that's how you spell attorney. Good job, Otaku. Also, I'm gonna put this lower since we're not playing Schmal and Schmake anymore. Off my stuff. Alright, here we go. Self-promo. Promote. And I'm not even gonna bother putting it. You know what? Fuck it. Nope, not Instagram. There we go. Dead body. Mr. Amano, this body.
Yes! It was my butler, Oliver! How could fuck of,
Indeed, and why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? Oh, look at this cute little car! Oh, Iris, look at this. Oh, you're not Iris. You're Kay. Kay, look at this cute little car! Look at it! It's cute. What a peculiar car. Yeah, and from the look of it, it must be a blue Badger mobile. And it has 3 tires, so maybe it left those tire tracks behind. That's simply not possible. Huh? Why not? Take a look at the tires. There's no mud stuck to them. Therefore, it must have been here since before it started to rain. Oh, gotcha, good eye. It's a shame I don't see any other clues around. Hey, did we see a dead body? Did y'all see a dead body here? Let me taste these tire marks. Yep, that's definitely mud. A set of tire tracks originating from the garage. Ah, so that means the car left the garage at some point, right? Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car. Alright, let's look at Mr. Deadman. Oh, so Deadman's being shot. Well, why am I getting tired already? I want to rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Investigate this man's shoes! Alright, let's look at his... As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. This man has been shot with a bullet! Good job. Good job, Edward. There are 2 gunshots, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder. Does that mean he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound. So someone went up to his dick and shot up. Hi, Lexi. Nice, I knew you could figure it out. It comes with experience, and I've seen my fair share of crime scenes. Lexi raid. Oh, thank you for the raid! Oh my god, thank you. I'm only gonna be doing it until 10 o'clock, but I appreciate the raid. I'm getting tired already, so it's a good thing I'm not streaming that long. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. I killed Chainsaw Man. What were you playing? Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Wait. Is it this? Yeah, there we go. Quiet Fear. Let's go. I don't know much about that game, but I hear it's very spooky. So I'm glad you enjoyed playing game. I'm over here investigating murders, so maybe I'll investigate what you did. Victim is Oliver Deacon. Bully entered this adapted, but it exited through his shop. Look at this man's shoes! What's he got on his neck? This is an unusually shaped pendant. What is it? Is this something valuable? Seems to have gained some of her composure. Looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice. It is worth something after all. Oh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name. Colin Deveray. Now, this man's name is... What? Ed. Okay, well, I can deduce something, so what do I have? Yeah, what? Why is the name on his thing all weird? Yeah, this. Something not right about this name on the pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. The name of the pendant is Colin Deveray. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we hit upon an important piece of information. Yay, we completed a murder. Woohoo! Lance, where are you, sweetie? Who is this? Excuse me, but you are? But dumb? She's got a ring pop. Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren! You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him you're in love with. Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Papes. His girlfriend? No, it's not like that. We're more than friends, and we're not lovers or anything, but you're his girlfriend. We haven't got that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. I'm aiming out this ring as a present from Lance. Swoon. You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. I'm having an aneurysm right now. May I inquire as to why you were here? I've been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. Sob! I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Why, you're really strong for having made it through this all by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one's supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Oh, Lance! A boo-hoo! I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden and love routine. So, Mr. Exworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found the body, so we should look into murder. Hold it. Oh, fuck yeah, Mr. Cool Guy. My man brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, really should have called. Heard you found something very intriguing. Go away! I'm pointing at you to go away. Get out of here, you mutt. Lance Tua, disappear on that thing. Please kill me. Sure, no. How could you? I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. A dead guy. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Mr. Cop gets the cop killer. Hey, you in for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect? Ooh. Officer Meekins, is it? You coming with us?
What? Sir, I had nothing to do with it, sir!
Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Huh. I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you have your logic and reason. But that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. Exclamation point. All you have to do is arrest all you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious okay, he was doing a thing. I thought my motherfucker was weird. Crazy. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people. Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two on our hearts. It's true, just keep arresting people. But look at them. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on checked before my eyes. Too bad you don't call the shots around here. 99% of all officers stop arresting right before they catch the bad guy. Nah, that's 99% of all Reddit detectives. Come on, guys, you can figure out the killer. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement?
You out there, you speak so disrespectfully to our seafood.
Hold it. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Ji says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by the rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give you your beloved laws a fair shake. Meanwhile, I cup my balls. This is what I do when I have my fushigi in my hand. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. My finger. Do my line of logic.
No, I have a line of logic. Shut up. She long line of logic. No.
I've seen a lot of bodies like this one being carted off in my time. I could say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figure that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement, like Officer Meekins. Isn't that right?
That's not true. We are in America. You can buy a gun if you want.
Fucking Ace Attorney living in the best situation of America. You guys think 9/11 happened in Ace Attorney land? They couldn't get the guns because it's so hard to get a gun. 99% of all Reddit detectives stop doxing right before the person they exposed to unbridled harassment and threats to their personal safety is someone who actually deserves it. How long did it take for you to come up with that one? Solid as rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's this philosophy of detainment? Huh, you don't know? In that case, pay attention, girly. In my country, criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Oh! You did not just fucking wolf at me. Went through a long and involved editing process. Why the wolf? Because in my language, Lang means wolf. You don't want to mess with you don't want to mess with me or my pack. As for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Ji. You'd think I've heard of him and his teachings if he was that famous. What the fuck? Lang Ji developed it as he worked on the locked criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhangfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago... Thank you for the lure, casual. Still lock the door so he can't come back. That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to the test? A test? Fuck you. Who says put it to a test? Say the test, not a test. Also, my hand's getting out.
Hold it! Oh, hold it! Shut up!
So what can you tell me about the body? A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. We teach you the basics of forensics alongside the detection philosophy. Oh, then you wouldn't mind telling me a little bit of what you figured out, correct? No, I'm praying right now. I'm praying for the deceased soul of this butler.
Hold it!
Anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion.
This man was shot. With what?
Let me lick the wound. Yep. That's a bullet, alright. Ha! Don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Beer. Thank you. Lang Ji says, search where the water's deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer? With the current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. I call bullshit on that.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
It would appear you've studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study when every child on the street corner already knows? It's that Sheena! The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. It's not as easy to get a gun these days. Oh, how wrong Capcom was in when this game come out, like 2008? When did Ace Attorney? When did Ace Attorney Investigations release?
Ace Attorney Investigations.
2009. They fucking wish. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information. I should get her number afterwards.
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be the potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? It's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. Power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you! Show me a gun.
Oh!
What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden?
Gun!
What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already.
Sir, I lost my gun, sir!
You'd be so irresponsible. In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lance? I think this little accusation deserves a little more scrutiny.
Hold it!
You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here in this garage? And the fact that the suspect was found almost right where the body was found? I'd say that it was pretty obvious that this is a crime scene. Lang Shi says, a criminal always returns to the crime at the scene of crime, the crime at the scene of the scene. Hey, finally! Quote even I've heard before. Furthermore, Lang Shi says, thank you. Okay, let's see. Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to the crime scene. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the M&Ms. So this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of the detainment can lead you to. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins? It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins.
What?
However, I can't simply stand around while the Agent Lang over here ignores our country's laws. I can't let him do that. Shi Long Lang. Just what sort of investigator are you? Okay, well, what evidence do I have? I have my badge. I have my pamphlet. I have my head. I've got the photo rally. I've got the Bible. Got stolen costumes. Yeah, I got the horse. I can't present like. Okay, I can't. Well, it's been a while since we saved, so let's save. I want to say it's the stolen costumes. Objection! Nope. Psst, don't tell anybody I'm reloading the save. Shh. 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 Don't say nothing. Shh. Okay, wrong line of thinking. See through his shoulder. It's got the horse on the costumes, and would it be any of these two? Not unless you're a member of law enforcement. Okay. The current gun laws are not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Okay, we don't have anything really to prove that. I think you saw a single glance.
Objection!
Don't tell nobody. Don't say nothing. No, you haven't. I could prove. Oh, I thought you were just doing a weird voice for Lang before realizing you're just y'all. Alright, view the evidence again. Okay. Haunted house, stadium. Okay, so I started at the main gate. And I headed towards the stadium, and then he said go to the haunted house. So then I went to the haunted house. I left the money there. I got knocked out. Then now I'm in the Wild West. Okay. Photo rally. God damn it. Alright. And your logic's so badly in the need of repair that you might as well throw it out, too. This is the real deal here. Your courtroom mannerisms are worthless at a crime scene. Oh, he fucking shot me in my dick. You dare insult the court, so take it back. Take it back. I love the courtroom. Time of death, pending autopsy. Would it be this?
Objection!
There we go. Yeah, because there's no blood here. Fortunately for you, Ancient Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? Ah-yah! So you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was your men what led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Ugh. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that officer was hanging out around in the first place? I don't think there's a way for me to... Can I make this... Wait time... I can't. Yeah, this is like the reader. I can't make it faster. So I read fast, but then it's like the thing is like still doing its like little animation, so I always have to like pause in the middle. Weird. How so? Hey you, your skull's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Hi! Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like, oh, I found myself talking a walk. But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligations so lightly? Officer Meek is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something? Mr. Exford, please, sir. Say me the way you did earlier, please, sir. Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, now you too, sir. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams of the blue Badger mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my roles selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself in this area, sir. Alright, stop pissing. What is this blue Badger mobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So the blue Badger mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop? Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. Seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. Sure seems sure of what he's saying. Can you try and calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir! Roger, sir! Oh!
Hold it!
Then what are you doing here, you fuck? Alright then, where were you assigned to?
I was assigned to the main gate, sir.
You must be in the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. Okay then, why are you here in the Wild Wild West area?
It's because of a very deep reason, ma'am. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area.
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation.
Yes, sir. Well, first I made sure there was no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir.
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, what do you expect when you dress like the Blue Badger? I thought I had no choice at that point, sir. So I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams.
Hold it! Selling dreams? What exactly do you mean by selling dreams?
Sir, the Blue Badger mobiles where dreams are collected.
What?
Sweetless, like you never known except in dreams, ma'am. The innocence drops. And the bitterness found in only in nightmares, ma'am, like guilty jawbreakers. Some of those as I pushed the Blue Badger mobile along in my sworn duty, ma'am. But I got completely caught up in my role.
Hold on, I got a text message.
Alrighty then.
Hold it! You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers?
No, sir, close up, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You're absolutely right. Why, you couldn't just forcing people to confess things, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams and looking for a big crook, sir.
Enough wallowing in your old self-pity. Let's return to your testimony.
Yes, sir. Before I knew it, I was over this area.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here?
I was in the middle of a sea of kids.
I'm better at selling kids.
What did he mean by this? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks, and before I knew it...
The good old drop kick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. A fight. What do you mean by that? Also, I gotta sneeze.
Oh my god. I don't know if you're gonna hear it in the VOD, but you could tell I was like on the verge of sneezing as I muted my microphone. Oh god. Oh, that was funny.
That's not something you should be admitting to your head held high, officer. Sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the blue badger. However, there's one flaw in Officer Meekin's story. I have a feeling that he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans. I need his beans. I need his beans right now. No. I want to say it's this.
Objection!
God damn it. What is this contradiction? You speak up, Mr. Prosecutor. Fuck. Oh.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything.
I found myself in this area. This doesn't really contradict really anything. And the stolen costumes, wait. This one. Yeah, I'm fucking perfect, baby. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent lies.
Sir, I'm lying, sir.
Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage?
Actually, I just lost track, sir.
Lost track of what?
By the time I realized that the Blue Badger mobile was nowhere to be found, sir.
Which would mean it was perhaps stolen.
That's when I came back to this area, thinking it might be in the garage. That's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
A likely story. Who do you think is going to buy in such a convenient tale as that? And what exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen? Completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume that the car was used on to move the dead body.
Huh?
You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then used the Blue Badger mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me.
But it wasn't me, sir. The killer was there. It wasn't me, sir.
Agent Lang, wait. What do you want now?
We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say that we all know the facts of this case, so let alone the truth. I told you, truth, schmooth. I couldn't care less. Oh. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't really have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who owns the actual authority to conduct investigations here. Ugh. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. Ugh, he called me pretty! I'll be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll shoot you. I'll arrest you for obstructing justice. God, he's so hot. He's so cool. You didn't hear me say that first part. Oh, that what a cute little song. March 13. What's that Genshin character? What's her fucking name? March 7th or some shit? Or Honkai, I don't fucking know. March 7th. Who the fuck? Ugh, chased out like a pair of peasants. Mr. Exworth? Yes, guy? There's something human thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What should a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever. That's something we could agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. Be sure there's an Egyptian city called October 6th. No fucking way. No way, shut up. I don't believe you. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright, I'm gonna work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go! I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just gonna have to drop the issue. First thing we should do, aha, it's real. No! Also, no, because it's the 6th of October! You said it was called October 6th. Yeah, fuck. First thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Oh no, Gumshoe's back. I still haven't decided what kind of voice I'm doing for Gumshoe. I need a drink. Some nice cold water. Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edward, the stadium, hurry, sir. This was supposed to be a hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You, what did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? Ah, the jig is up. Mr. Eckert, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir. Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. Bro, this dad is still there with his kid. That kid has still never gotten inside this place. Stadium. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Oh! Long time no see. You are Miss Emma Sky, correct? This girl's the younger sister of my former superior, Alam Sky. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad?
You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit.
I see. Do we get a little blurb? Do we get a little blurb for our little bestie? Emma Sky, high schooler studying in Europe to become forensic scientist. On school break! Lance Alano's girlfriend came to Gatewater Land in search of Lance. Still don't know what Lance looks like. Also, we don't know what age this lady is. Everyone else has an age. This guy's 50. This guy's fucking 51. If I look like that at 51, fucking do not resuscitate. Well, I want to talk to you and catch up on good times. I have investigating to do. There isn't much to investigate. Where are you going, Mr. Edgeworth? You have to find out the witness before that mean old werewolf does. You're right. The witness is supposed to be here in the stadium, but where? Check the truck. I assume this is another Badgermobile?
Yeah, but it's a different color than the blue Badger's car.
Yes, this is the Retina Searing Pink model. Oh. This is the Retina Searing Pink model. I'm like, ooh, Satina. He's saying like a fancy color. No, I'm just an idiot. I talk there. What are you doing? I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I'm still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you?
Wow, what a great dream. My name's Chair Faraday. And I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief.
Great thief? Guy who says red and I like to say, hey! You gotta try this thing! I ate a Luigi's, the Retina! Mwah. Oh, it was fucking wonderful. Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on.
You bet you we do.
So, why are you here, Emma?
Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break, and then I heard you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I had really wanted to welcome you back to the airport, just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you. I use these to track your footprints, and I follow them straight to you. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking.
Ooh, I like the things in her glasses, but it's just... Wait. Oh, she's looking at... Okay, first of all, she's holding a fucking DS, which is funny. Because this game came out on the DS, and now it's not on the DS, so now it just looks like she has a weird PDA. Forensic science has never really seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Emma, I'd like to ask you what you witnessed.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Oh god, I forgot about PDAs. Public displays of affection.
Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me.
Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking.
So let me guess, there's been a murder, right?
Yes, unfortunately. There is a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness now. Where did that person go? What's that off in the distance?
Oh, hey, it's the pink badger. Badger, get! Yeah, there we go.
Badger, 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 Badger. Just what does she see in these silly things? That hasn't aged well. Gross. I remember my dad used to have a Palm Pilot. I remember when I think so. I knew someone with a Palm Pilot too. My dad, when I was very young, he maybe stopped using it around like 2007, 2008. Even though he didn't get like an iPhone until like I want to say like the past like 6 years, 7, 8 at most. So it's like kind of wild to remember when I was a kid and my guy had a fucking beeper still. So I was at least one of those kids that kind of knew what a beeper was. I was also, for some reason, one of those kids that, like, if you put a rotary phone in front of me, I actually knew how to use it. Because you always see those fucking things of, like, kids like, oh, what the heck is it? Where's the buttons? And it's like, I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're. You know what? I guess I was just watching too much cartoons and movies that, they had a rotary phone. Hello? Rotary phone here. Do, 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 do. I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Expert. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? I know how to use rotary phones, but it always confused me while the technology had to go rotary before it could become a normal. That's what I thought. I guess they just had wheels, and they were just like, fuck it. Alright? And then they never thought, like, hey, buttons. Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. What do you women think of this? Women, am I right? Am I right? Women, please tell me I'm right. Oh no, Edgeworth is coming for you guys. He wants to know if he's right. I want to talk to him from behind. Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh God! I didn't want to do a voice for this character. Oh, oh. All right, hold on. Let me respond to this text message I just got. Give me 1 second. What the fuck? No. All right, give me 1 more second. Give me like a minute.
I can't be taking inside the fucking stuffy head anymore.
You're. No, why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief.
Achy poo! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character, but you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of those roundabout way of talking, so I'm going to be direct.
I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare.
So you're a friend of Mr. Eggsworth, too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just a Pink Badger, dearie.
She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman.
My name is Wendy Oldbag, but you could call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy. Nice meeting you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kate Fairday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you?
Why does she have cuffs on?
Yeah, I was just trying to be polite.
Weren't you a security guard at one of the GATEWATER hotels the last time we met?
Also, I got a thing in my eye and it won't stop hurting. Oh! Don't you hate it when an eyelash is just fucking boring into your eyeball?
I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill when there isn't enough hands. But enough about me, Auntie Pooh. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get a chance to see you again, and here you are talking to two young girls. They're all the same. It doesn't matter what the young girls wait just another day to notice me when it arranged to marry a 16-year-old. What the fuck did she just fucking say? Who got fucking married to a 16? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. What the fuck? Oh, I wish I didn't read that. Oh, God. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. X.
Okay, please, I'm begging you, by all means, kill me now. The persimmon takes 2 years to ripen, while I'm literally eating a persimmon right now.
Oh.
By all means, do not provoke her any further.
Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Eggsworth? This person could be the witness.
Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today.
I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true. She is the witness.
I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag.
Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder.
You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes?
Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Yeah, I saw him stick the knife in his asshole. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other from that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Eggsworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has just said. Unfortunately...
What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to mean, Eggsy Poo?
Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. Apparently someone was marrying a 16-year-old. That's what I was told.
Why'd you come here to take a short break? Oh, you know, old women having to shit all the time.
You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger?
You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping these kids' dreams alive. You smell of sweat, your hips creak with pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come back to my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids.
So what did you see while you were the Pink Badger?
Oh, yes, that. Well, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other. They were sucking each other off.
You saw two men? Can you describe them for me?
They look like average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I wouldn't even remember beyond that.
But do they have any special features? Anything you could recall would be helpful.
Oh my! Don't tell me you're jealous of these two men.
Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Eggsworth. I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous.
It's alright, Eggsy Poo. These two were just fowls compared to a stallion like yourself. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant gay homosexual gay I laid eyes on them. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot. The person who shot fell to the ground.
You're claiming to have seen the exact moment at which a murder took place.
Absolutely. That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired.
You didn't try to help the person that was shot?
I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help.
2 men, 1 bullet. It's all consistent with what we found from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony.
Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I can identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory?
Self-centered, are we? Well, it is somewhat useful. Her testimony also presents us with a new problem.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
Get the Edgeworth killer. So, about this new problem.
What is that giant grin on your face for? You want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you.
Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're gonna like.
What is that gadget you're holding?
Well, you see, before you use the secret weapon of a great thief.
Ah, I should have known it would be worthless.
Don't be like that. Tee-hee. Oh. What do you think now?
Oh my god. What are you doing? It's projecting something into the air.
I'm going to put the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to the maximum size. Dark skies of evening, where no other birds take flight.
What? What the fuck was I talking about? I can't read.
Dark skies of evening, where no other bird dares take wing. What a load of bats I'll take.
I can't do that voice. I've been talking too much. Something Robin Hood. Oh.
Who the fuck am I?
What is this?
This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I put it into Little Thief.
Little Thief? I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far.
Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to play in my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see. Miss Oldbag said the 2 men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground.
So with this, we can suspect the crime scene as it was in the past.
See? So what do you think?
I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days.
Well, it is a super secret weapon of the almighty Yatagarasu.
Indeed.
Oh, but if this wasn't enough information, or if there's something out of place, the recreation can come out a little strange.
In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony?
You got it. You really cracked on quick, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right now, the simulation is a recreation of the witness's testimony, so for now I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification.
Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got a Little Thief with me, so just let me know, okay?
Stadium. Hold on, I got a funny bit. I got a funny bit that I could do. Hold on. Gotta get her to come here. There we go. And then.
No, get out of the way! You're going to be shot! Ah! Pull the trick. Pull it. I fucking dare you.
The silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer?
Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know into the Little Thief.
She has a point.
Excuse me, can you not, find out who the killer is without any information?
According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here.
That's right, but
if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction.
Huh? What? Where?
This is the real scene of the crime. There's something missing that should be here. What piece of evidence shows the missing item?
Take that!
This is a contradiction. Something wrong with my recreation?
This is the real scene of the crime. Something specific should be here. Think back. How do we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right? Right. The fact that there's no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony.
Angie Pooh, how can you dare doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down.
You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she should lie to me. In that case, maybe there's another explanation for this neglect of blood? Let me see what I got. What do I got for my logic? Victim was kidnapped. Emma, you got that, like, cortisol thing, right? Where the cortisol at? Stage is packed up. Guess this means it's done for the day. Or maybe it's different shows scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Wait a minute. Can there be no blood because they packed everything up? Fuck! God damn it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If he died in a costume, the costume would soak up the blood. Yeah. Is it not possible? And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes, then Mr. Jenkins' blood would be in the inside of the costume instead of on the ground. Precisely. Now, only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around. Footprints, huh? I wonder how we could get about finding some of those. Emma, we need your feet spray, Emma. This is amazing. Just feel the power of science. I need you to examine feet. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Finally, my expert knowledge in forensics is needed. Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything. Very well. If you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Feet. Hey, I found something. Look, right here. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put on these special glasses. Oh my god! These footprints here were definitely left by a character costume. Judging by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Definitely wearing one due to the footprint's shape and the lack of blood. Okay, in that case, I'll update a little thief simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we found out from this new info. Rebecca, no! No! Rebecca, no! The victim was wearing a costume when he died. That was my impression of Kay, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right? I can see the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. We may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. Came down, I was resting, I have to glance over. Suddenly there's a loud gunshot. It's a very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
There's just one... So, does this mean that Mr. Oldback's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See? I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Let's see if we can pull more info from Mr. Oldback to put it in the recreation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. Did you not want to, like, I don't know, point out the fact that, one of these motherfuckers was wearing a whole-ass costume? Objection! I shake my head. 2 men? How did you know the gender of the 2 people involved, seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time? Ah! Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. Oh! I'm beginning to doubt you if you really witnessed the murder of Al, but I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it in my own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. Second tier? Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? That was, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see why our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense. The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for the hotshot VIPs. It's exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. Why'd I become southern? I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from up there. It's so high up. Were you able to see even though the victim's costume was way up there? Well, I know I saw 2 people. But I couldn't really see what it would look like because they were in the stage's shadow. The shadow of the stage. So to make out the killer and victim, that Oldback saw the stage's shadow. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, Not like when I was young and the world speed of flash trying to make me move with a judgmental eye. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it. Begin. Well, we got new evidence, so... That woman's testimony is to be believed. Murder occurred before the stage was broken down. You want me to input that little bit of info into the Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Oh! Sir! Put it back! No! Battle of Magicians, Max Galactica versus Troupe Grimmar. And tomorrow there'll be a concert by the hip new rock band, the Gavaneers. Not that either of these stage shows interest me the slightest. Oh, Mr. Hemsworth, I hear they're doing the Steel Samurai. Oh my god! The Steel Samurai win! When are they doing that? Hey, Emma. Emma, no! What if I tried an Australian accent with this girl? This is amazing! Just feel the power of science! Thanks to you, I'm able to proceed with my investigation once again. Thank you. Ah, it was nothing. I'll just go out of science and all I can be of service. Pretty amazing how we can see the footprints. So what's the secret behind that thing? Oh, you want to know? You can read the manual. Steve Irwin didn't die for this. Very interesting. So if I do this, I can avoid leaving footprints. You can't seriously be trying to use the information to your advantage as a thief. Wait. Can I show Emma something? Emma, look at this. Look at this, Emma. Mr. Bagler, no! This new silhouette of the victim is in a costume. The silhouettes can change depending on the information I input. A little thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate it away. We may find more info than which to make the more accurate sim. Alright, sounds like a plan. Why is this man stuck on a stage? What is this, Gary's VOD? This is clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. Oh, come on. It wasn't even that hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me. I suppose. In any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve the unknown situation. Is it obvious the killer was on top of the stage naturally? Right, Miss Oldbag?
Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage.
See? Let me input that into the simulation. Okay, you do that while I point. Mr. Bluebacker, no! Oh, not again! Well, well, what do we have here? A bunch of hooligans roaming amok, I see. So tired of dealing with you fucks. Ancient Lang, I'd ask you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Ancient Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the crime is this murder here in the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy can recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy. You too. Sir! And there you have it. You see? Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. My eyeball hurts. Mark on the knuckle of my thumb, and I don't think I've ever seen it before. That's a weird thing to say, but birthmark. Now this is a recreation. So what? Do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing that the crime scene took place here doesn't let him off the hook. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins laying wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from up high. That's the truth your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation of his gun. Well, even if he was the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see? Thank you for understanding, my little crow girl. Not some common crow, the Yata suit, the Raven Reflection. Unfortunately, your conclusion has yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. Obviously... I'm gonna try to press him on everything. Obviously, that's in no way happening because it fucking it entered his abdomen and then exited his shoulder. Shaking my head. I'm terribly sorry, Ancient Lang. Huh? I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all. What's that supposed to be? You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, right? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located. Damn shame you and me. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh. Well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Ugh. Then, yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. A clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. The killer's and victim's locations. Yes. The locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer.
Blue Badger, no! Blue Badger's been killed 7 times now.
If this is what happened, it'll also explain the position of the gunshot wounds. But then, what about the footprints? Since footprints don't lie, we can assume that then the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll try using that data instead.
No! Blue Badger was shot by unknown Badger!
Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the 2 kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Ancient Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. Another bit of proof. Actually, take another good look at the tire marks over there. 3 marks are indicative of the Blue Badger mobile. That story Officer Meekins told about the shop and the wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the Blue Badger mobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car? That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us to the way he did it. 3 tire tread marks are very telling, however. Is the Blue Badger mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? Pikmin! Hello, Mr. Pikmin. I watched a movie so boring I started doing math. What movie was boring?
Hold it!
The tire marks. Yes, the tire marks. The ones there behind the stage. They were hidden up until now by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made, must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct? I forgot what it was called already, but the one with Patrick Starr's voice actor getting angry. Oh, you were watching Jennifer's Body. I saw that in theaters. I was 9. No, when that movie, what? That movie came out like 2011. Hey, I would have been like 12, 11. I mean, I wouldn't say it was boring, but it's not really your typical, drama horror, so I get it. Yes, and probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires on that Blue Badger mobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. I'd say it's the Blue Badger mobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too.
Hold it!
3 tire marks. I have to agree that the Blue Badger mobile has 3 tires. Of course, the only thing in this park that could have made those marks is that Rogan's shop. Are you forgetting that there are in fact 3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and proto Badger mobiles, Agent Lang. Of course, I didn't say it couldn't be either of the other 2, but I see no reason to drag them into this just to complicate things. But what do you mean to complicate? That literally means like everything.
Hold it!
I love Ace Attorney, but I love when they just make up bullshit like, yeah, there's like literally 3 other things that could have made that same pattern, but we're gonna forget about that because I want to talk about the guy that I'm saying did it. And afterwards, it's just like, okay. Okay, I believe you. Of course, you have some sort of proof that it was all a lie, correct? Of course not. Well, that was blunt, but suppose it is a lie. It would explain a lot of things, like his movements and his whereabouts. The Blue Badger mobile here committed the murder. So you still claim that the tire marks belong to the Blue Badger mobile? Must have arrived on the scene after the ground had become wet with the rain. Officer Meekins committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. Besides the blue Batmobile, there are other ways the body could have been moved. Recall what the Wild Wild West area looked like. Only the blue Batmobile and Mr. Deacon's body were in the garage. I'd say that's proof enough. I suppose if one were to look at that place, that would be the only logical conclusion. However, my experience tells me that the truth is usually not so easily found. Is there some sort of problem with Agent Lang's statement in regard with that scene? Looks like the only thing that car was selling was death, not dreams. Only if what Agent Lang believes turns out to be true. The tree tide is very telling, however. Is the blue Batmobile the only one capable of creating such a pattern? I want to say...
Objection!
It's not. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an entirely possible tale. And why is that? Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer Meekins' blue Batmobile. One look at the car would have told you so. What proves that the blue Batmobile had never been to this area? The tire marks. There's no mud on the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. Ugh. This car had been into the backstage area and left those tire marks. Then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as a very peculiar indeed. Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Oldback's pink Batmobile?
Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second-tier seats.
Indeed, I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there is yet one more roving store, as I recall.
Oh, you mean the Proto-Badger?
That's right. There was one more parking space inside the garage. It proves the existence of the Proto-Badgermobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badgermobile post-haste. Must be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Ugh.
Hey, did you hear something?
Hell! You're all going to hell! Alright, why is my... Am I still live? Hello? Chat? Am I still here? Hello? Guys? I looked at my computer and my computer's saying that I don't have... Okay. Never mind. It was just my computer for some reason said I had no internet. I was very scared. Hell! Who the fuck is this twink? Non-derogatorily. Ew. Help me!
That's Lance? Oh, he does have earlobes like his dad. Ew!
Why does it look like his other earlobe is being cut off? Help me! Oh! Are you alright? Well, this is something. Uh-oh. Hold on, I got a thing in here. Alright, looks like we're playing for a longer while. Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West. With kidnappers. He was in the room next to the one I was held in? Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces. But two. One was a woman. A woman? Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there getting cops on us already. I'll even let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift. Yeah, this fucking shot's cool. God, they're so cool. God, I want to kiss both of them. Forget I said that. Now, are you gonna get out of my crime scene, or am I gonna have to get rough? Woof. Ugh, again? Who the fuck's... Oh. I was like, who the fuck's Emma? You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Oh, no. Not you. You're a very important witness for our case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily. Don't count on me to testify, because I won't. Not for you.
That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper?
Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to gruff either of you up. I'll give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate?
Fair maidens? Oh, you could have my entire bakery, boyo. My little rascal, you should know how to wade into a woman's heart.
Lang Ji says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever.
Trying to outdo my exit poo with your fancy schmancy sayings.
What the fuck? Why does she have a goddamn... What is that? That looks like a handcuff. Why does she have a handcuff on her?
Let's get this over with. It's over, Claire. I'm only interested in giving you my statement.
Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leads us be.
Mr. Exworth.
Bye. To be continued. Wild West area. Wild West area.
Looks like we got the boot again. With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder. You mean the infighting between the kidnappers? Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper.
Miles, my boy!
Gee, I wonder who the other kidnapper could be if it's a woman.
Tell me it's true, tell me you really found my boy!
Yes, Mr. Romano, we found him earlier in the stadium.
Then my little Lance is unhurt?
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Poor Lance. It must be so horrible for him. Locked up like a sob.
Locked up like the son of a bitch. Damn, you're right.
But you said you knew Spanish.
Senor, por favor. Damn, that's good.
Miles, my boy, I can't take you enough.
It was nothing.
I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I said I believe that Lance is all right. Oh, that's right. I must have forgotten to pass this on the Lance as soon as the police are finished with him.
A letter? A letter? A letter for me? A letter?
Oh, the way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself.
Is this a breach of confidentiality? It's a very simple love letter. My dear Lance Amato, may I come see you again, your beloved... Viola? Viola?
Tender Lender Loan Company, yo! What the fuck?
Oh, the fucking girl from the one case with the El Tigre. Okay, let me see. That's really weird. I love my Armada Legacy Optimus Prime figure. Well, I love that I'm
finding so many. I'm so glad these games got ported because, goddamn, not only is this the last time we're ever going to see Gumshoe, unless they're going to put Gumshoe in Ace Attorney 7, whenever the fuck that comes out, but we are also going to see a lot of older characters, which is why we have Old Bad. We got Emma. Last case we had fucking. Why is Gum on his shoes? He's stupid. I mean, he's stupid, but he doesn't have gum on his shoes. He's stupid for other reason. It's from a loan company. Tender Lender. Looks more like a collection bill to me. Thanks, fucker.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Oh, that's 12-1. I can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose. If you were me, then blush.
I believe you said that you are Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
Yes, I am, but it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not friends either. I mean, because this isn't just an ordinary ring. Tastes so sweet when you lick it. Ah, it's so wonderful.
You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring?
So which is it? Have you guys just not decided if you're going out or if it's just one-sided?
Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved actually just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Armano. And so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Armano Group. What did he do?
I heard his job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus.
Pegasus?
Well, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore.
Oh, I see.
About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
It's been so long, I don't think I'd recognize him if we were to ever meet again.
I'm so sorry, Lauren.
But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live!
What is this? What is this fucking One Piece? I wanna live!
About that incident. Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, that's because of my woman's intuition.
You based everything on that?
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It must be destiny, Blush.
She's starting to fantasize again.
So what are you going to do now, Mr. Edgeworth? We already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. The kidnapper's hideout. The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout. But we're still not allowed in, remember? Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there's no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in. Well, that was the right choice so far. Move aside, bitch. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such a redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir, Roger, sir. That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but Detective Gumshoe asked me to personally let you in, sir. I couldn't refuse a request from him. Wow, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following. Furthermore, I was asked to give you this document to you, sir. What is it? Colin Deveray. Sex. Yes. Dominant hand right, 5'8", 123 pounds. Oh, I wish. Whereabouts unknown after his escape from Penitentiary prison.
Stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head for where his wife and sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. The man in this picture, isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? The name here says Colin Deveray.
I see. He did Xehanort, and he switched his name around.
That's the same name as the one on the back of the pendant. Here's that Colin Deveray was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison. What? Then what was he doing here? Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He wants to become Oliver Deacon and cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon. Now I'm not sure what's going on anymore. Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout. Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first, think later. More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked until a little while ago, but since then the door's been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what you're saying. Care to explain in a bit more detail? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to go check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break down the door, sir. I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we can find. Oh, there's poo-poo everywhere. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed. Well, you were tied up for a while in the room next door. What the fuck was that laugh? I apologize. Hey, please, must you bring that up again? That was a better laugh. Now then, down to business. There might still be some clues left in this room. Let's try to figure out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity.
The other kidnapper must be a woman, because there's a whole box of tampons right here.
They have barrels like this just outside. Yes, and? Well, I know I already asked you when we were out there, but if they were real, what would you put in them? There's an expectant gleam in her eye that I'm about to dash. I might turn off the Halloween Discord notifications. I thought it was cute, but now I'm just like, ew. This must be where they dispose of old and worn-out costumes. That's so sad. It seems like they throw out costumes away in pieces. The hideout there is a trash bin for old and useless costumes. Do I have any other locked puzzles, or is that the only one? Yeah, that's the only one I got. Beyond this door is where the kidnappers held you after getting the jump on you. As you keep reminding me, but it's the room where I got to see your awesome face. You didn't need to remind me of that mortifying moment either. One rest until I've inspected every suspicious thingy. Keys. I wonder what this key is to. You got me. Reminds me of the key we found in the other room. That's it. This must be the key for one of those trapdoors. That wasn't a trapdoor. You only call it one because you quite literally jumped into it. Hey, but isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one? I'm not having this conversation with you. Poster of the Gatewater land is stuck in the wall. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gatewater land has it all. It's waiting for you. Also, let me do something really quick. While I've got the time. No, don't do that. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gatewater land has it all, and it's waiting for you. It's not especially catchy, is it? That's a lot of coffee. Cheap styrofoam cups. Looks like there's only 3 cups reused. On top of the table, the coffee looks like it was poured today. I don't know how coffee is going to be the fucking... Folding chairs, by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers. There are 3 chairs set around the table. Is that it? See, I wonder what the puzzle is going to be. The common denominator between the cups and the folded chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, the number of missing costumes is also 3. Wait, I thought there were only 2 kidnappers. Indeed, something isn't adding up. Literally. Is it possible there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see? Sign advertising the photo rally, something I have absolutely no interest in. Yeah, but I do. Now I'm going to get my hands on the rest of the Badger family, you'll see. She definitely brings a decidedly different atmosphere to a criminal investigation. Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a broken mirror. Probably came from the haunted house. Sir. No! Why is this here? Are they planning to repair it? More chairs. Unused folded chairs leaning against the wall, their folded state. Wow, whoever lined these up perfectly did it perfectly. They're not even a single hair off. I'd feel bad using these because it'd be like stealing the perfection away. I suspect it's more like you wouldn't want to be the one to put them away. The door is thoroughly broken into thanks to the police who forced it open. One rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking thingy. What's this? Looks like a sword, a broken sword. Strange. Why would it be broken like that? Swords don't usually break on their own. That's true. Alright then, let's think about it this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later. That doorknob handle thingy's looking pretty beat up. I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way into it with brute force. Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent. How's that possible after what the officer told us? Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, the lock itself should be completely wrecked. So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How could that be? Could it be that they simply just fucking put the sword in the handle? It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and anyone could see that it was not in use at the time. But the policeman outside said it took 10 men to get it open. A door that was locked tight, despite the fact that it was not locked at all. It can only be because of this. Oh, you mean... Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. You see how the handle is completely destroyed? That's how the sword broke. It's used to jam the handle in the door. Thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. What is it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct? This is underground passageway used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make it our use of it our newbies. Look, why don't you get out of here first, and then we'll talk, okay? I beg your pardon, miss. Proto Badger get! Alright, only one more to go. What are you getting all excited about? Did you forget? The photo rally, duh! See, look, now all I have to do is get a picture of the Bad Badger and I'm done. Ah, yes, I vaguely recall a contest or something of that sort. What? It's gone! But where did it go? What happened? What's wrong? A Bad Badger costume is missing, sir. Oh, is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnapper stole it. I heard about how they were stolen, but they said that only 3 of the costumes had been taken. Is he saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto Badger, please tell me a little bit more about these costumes you use. Let me talk to you, my boy. What do you mean by a bad badger costume is missing? Why, just what I said, sir. We are one bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costumes on hand at all times. Okay, so because one of them is walking around the park. The other should be in that room. Actually, both of them should be in that room. Huh? What do you mean? Normally, we don't use the bad badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at the set time each day. It's a stage show where the bad badger wreaks havoc across the park. And the other badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir. I'm speechless that such a show exists. Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you that the only time we use that costume. Doesn't that mean make it near impossible to take a picture of the bad badger? Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir? All this basically means that the kidnappers stole 4 costumes in total. Are you saying there are 4 kidnappers? No, I don't think that's very likely. Oh? Recall the costumes for a minute. The stolen one to me. What proves that the 4th kidnapper does not exist?
Take that!
This. You had 4 people and you'd had wanted to steal a 4th costume. Wouldn't you naturally go for the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead? Yeah, that makes sense. And yet the kidnappers decided to steal another bad badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes. The question is why? And fit together like a puzzle, baby. The second bad badger costume, I believe, may be closer at hand than we think. What do you mean? That costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say it's wearing something very telltale pants? Hey, you're right, let's get it out of there and take a look. Oh, that's probably what the guy was murdered in, though. As I suspected, it's a bad badger costume. Well, minus the head. All the rest of I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Unused folding chairs lean against the wall in their folded state. One that's over by the table probably came from this stack. There are 3 folded chairs over on this side. I can't say they were arranged nearly as nicely as their siblings to the right. You think so? I think they're just fine, like a bunch of used chairs ought to be. I'm beginning to think you must keep a most chaotic group. Hey, don't slander and sigh me all in one shot. Oh. Look, its hand is hurt. Looks more like something was ripped off from it. Pant. I wonder why this bad badger costume's right hand is torn up like that. Maybe it's a flesh wound from a fight with the blue badger. I always knew the blue badger was one ferocious beast. I somehow doubt that even real badgers are as bloodthirsty as that came. Yeah. Because we know where the other head is. This is a clear contradiction of the facts. Huh? What are you talking about? You going to fill me in or not? Well, maybe it's not quite so clear. Even so, it's still a contradiction, right? Or it might not be. You're acting really weird, Mr. Edgeworth. Just tell me if it's a contradiction or not. Oh, my apologies. Would it be the whole?
Eureka!
I believe what we have here is an inconsistency. Between what? Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be. Oh, the gun! Precisely. The bad badger was designed to always hold a gun in its right hand. However, you there, did you remove the gun from this bad badger's right hand? No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume. As I thought, the rep itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Protobatcher, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct? Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show. It seems that our kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costume friend. Why couldn't it just be like a fake gun? Why did you have to add blanks? I think we're about done with this room. So what's next? Well, we found a few answers, but there are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Oh, God, I'm kind of running.
Gotta hurry, sir, come on!
What is it, detective?
They found a blue badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir.
What? Isn't that what one of the kidnappers was wearing?
Bingo! That's why you gotta come down to the main gate with me, right now. If we hurry, we still might be able to get there before Wolf Boy does, sir.
Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. A lot of chapters in this case. Middle, ladder. Final confrontation. What?
Where's the costume, the gumshoe? Just on the other side of the fountain, sir.
No, they killed him. Was that out here in the open all along?
No, it was discovered in the tall grass back there. We'll move that out here in order to examine it more thoroughly.
Now let's get down to it. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking frame. I don't wanna. I want to explore. I want to explore. Where does this go? Okay. Why is there a blue badger here too? Are you deathly allergic to him or something? It's not that. It's more than the half smile on his face. It's really unsettling. She's disturbed by the half smile. I'm more disturbed by its movements and how it manages to obstruct an investigation. Oh, this is like the original blue badger too. Oh, that's cute. Look at this gaudy fountain. I think they were but a hotel. Now they have their own safari park attraction. Talk about a veritable goulash of rides and attractions. So many attractions, you'd think they would have a ninja house. Like one of those buildings with a zillion secret places to hide in. Those are fun. Well, they don't. Hey, how can you be so sure? Oh, I know. I bet they really do have one, but it's hidden in real ninja fashion. Come on out, Ninja House. I know you're around here somewhere. A hidden ninja house. Next, she'll be looking for a lost pirate ship. What an idiot. What a stupid, stinky idiot. They say that couples who cross the bridge together will find happiness. Or so the GATEWATER land pamphlet says. But you'd think that they'd already be happy because they were able to come together. Logistics aside, I wonder who came up with this tale and when. This bridge doesn't look old enough to be the stuff of legends. Well, some things are better left uninvestigated, don't you think? Ignorance is bliss. I guess so. That lamp looks like it's got a lot of good stories to tell about the olden days. Oh, it looks incredibly new to me. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you need to lighten up and get a sense of humor. It was rather rude, but just this once I'll look the other way. On second thought, maybe the first thing you need to work on is tact. Hold on, I got another text. Hmm.
What other stuff can we explore? Can't go that way. Oh. Alright, let's fucking... This headpiece. This must be the Blue Badger's Officer Meekins cross cases with. Oh, the nerve of someone throwing a Blue Badger away like this. I worked so hard to create the character. It's like my baby. How could someone do this, or how? Detective, how about channeling your anger towards finding the culprits? Good idea. Wait until I get my hands on. So, who are they, Mr. Edward? Why don't you try figuring it out yourself for a change? I like the idea that Gumshoe has made like a Mickey Mouse essentially, and he gets no royalties because he was like, "Fuck you! I'll sign this piece of paper."
It's the Blue Badger's body section. What a waste. How so? Going through all the trouble to steal this costume only to throw it away in the end? A real thief wouldn't do such a thing. Nope, no way.
I wouldn't think a real thief would steal something so gaudy to begin with. What do we have here?
Oh, it's another pendant. That's 2 treasures in one day. How lucky is that? And hey, this pretty baby's made of platinum silver too. Another pendant on top of the one we found on Mr. Deacon? Isn't it possible that these two...
All right there! Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You sure know how to cross the line, don't you? Arnk! Pendant, huh? This is a very decisive piece of evidence. How can you tell? Look here and read what you see. Lauren D. Lauren, hey, it's the name... It's a name that's engraved on... Mrs. Pops' pendant, jotted down in my organizer, shaped like a pair of wings. Lauren D. is engraved on the back. Aha! We have you now, Miss Kidnapper.
No, you don't understand. Lolly, I can't believe you're one of my kidnappers. Lance!
You're kidding. Miss Pops was one of the kidnappers?
Yes. It was me. I held Lance hostage.
So Miss Pops is one of the kidnappers. But even knowing that, I still can't call this case solved. Or over. Hey guys, case closed. Get the car ready. I mean a special one for this young lady. Again, Mr. Prosecutor? What is it this time? Are you proposing that Miss Pops is also the culprit in this murder case? What happened? I thought Officer Meekins was your suspect. Huh, we found it. Found what? That officer's gun. He literally dropped it in the middle of a thick patch of grass. Your country's police are a sham. Just look at how careless they are. Hey, who you calling a sham? The officer's gun didn't show signs of having been fired, so it can't be the murder one. So Officer Meekins has been cleared of all charges. I see. And that's when a brand new suspect comes walking in onto the scene. The murder only happened because the kidnappers started fighting amongst themselves. As I recall, it was you who said that, right, Mr. Prosecutor? I did say that.
Miss Pops, did you really kill Mr. Deacon? Yes, I killed him. Can't believe it.
Thanks for the confession. Agent Lang, it's much too early to declare this case closed. Look at you, so sure of yourself. You've got the culprit's own confession and some very incriminating evidence. What more could you ask for? Miss Lauren Pops?
Yes?
Lauren Pop, Lollipop. I fucking finally got it. I want to hear from you. Tell me your side of all that happened today, from the kidnapping to the murder.
But why? I'm a kidnapper and the killer. Isn't that enough? Oh!
She's pulling her hair? What the fuck? Oh, she's about to cut her. It's fine if you're the one behind everything, but only if this is the truth.
Oh!
Now then, will you tell us the truth? Or is there some reason why you can't? If I had a change of heart, I think I'd enjoy seeing you sulk away at the losing lot. Alright, you heard me. Let's hear about all this evil deeds you committed today.
One who came with the kidnapping plan was the butler, Mr. Deacon. We knew that we could get rich by holding Lance hostage. Mr. Armano would pay anything to get his son back after all. Everything was going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money, Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
There, are you satisfied? She's confessed to her crimes a second time. At least you have the guts to admit what you've done. I can at least respect that much. Miss Pops, is that what you said really the truth?
Yes, it is.
If that is the truth, it certainly isn't the whole truth. Because there's something that seems a bit too improbable in her confession.
Hold it!
How well did you know the victim?
I've spoken with him only a few times at Lance's house.
A few times. That's it?
Yes.
If they only met a few times, I don't see how they could have trusted each other. But if you hardly ever talk, then how do he trust you not to steal his plan? That's completely irrelevant. He was planning to betray from the very beginning, which is why he chose someone he wasn't especially close to. Isn't that right, Sheena?
Yes. However, Mr. Deacon made a very poor choice. In the end, he was killed by the one he intended to betray himself.
Huh. I bet he didn't see that one coming. What is that on her arm? What the fuck is that? Is that a band-aid? Why she got a band-aid on her?
Hold
it! You knew? How did you know something like that?
Oh no, what should I do?
Okay, what's wrong with her now?
Come on, isn't it obvious? You're making your scary face again, that's why. Why don't you try asking her in a nicer, more gentle way? No, stop it, Lauren. You're always like this. You've always fallen for those stern-looking one. That's why you'll never be unhappy.
Or she'll always be unhappy.
Or maybe that's it. She's been bewitched by your icy glare.
Mind your own business, Kay. Now then, Miss Pops, let's continue with your testimony.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hold it!
Why did you believe that?
Anyone who knows Mr. Romano would think the same. I bet Lance is that old man's greatest treasure. I suppose he would be to a doting father like Mr. Romano. I always figured that was it too. I was envious of Lance for it. Oh, because your dad's... I got this pendant from my father. And I believe that as long as I have this, I'll find my father again someday. He'll welcome me into his arms, riding on the back of Pegasus.
That pendant, she must truly believe it to be the wings of Pegasus.
As soon as we got the money... Hold on, I want to press her right here about this. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's not going to be...
Hold it!
Would you mind telling us a little about the plan itself? Well, first we kidnapped Lance. Oh, how'd you do that? Well, Mr. Deacon did that on his own, so I quite don't know. Bah, and here I thought you know how to steal people away. I shudder to think what she would do with such knowledge. Sorry, I really don't know, but somehow Mr. Deacon was able to contain him. All we had to do after that was wait for the ransom to be paid, but... Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
Why do you think he did?
I have no idea, but maybe he had planned on doing so from the very beginning. Miss Pops...
Wait, Mr. Deacon planned to kill Miss Pops from the very beginning? Was that ever really likely to happen? What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
Objection!
I'm sorry, but I don't think what you just claimed is all that likely.
Huh?
I don't think Mr. Deacon would have ever been capable of killing you.
But why? We were total strangers. It's not uncommon for people to kill each other over money.
Miss Pops, you really are clueless, aren't you? What do you mean? You never knew what your role in the kidnapping was, nor do you know who you really are. But I do, and I can show you with this piece of evidence. This proves that Mr. Deacon wouldn't be able to bring himself to kill Miss Pops. The pendant.
Take that!
Why are you showing this to me? So what about the pendant? The source pendant, along with this piece of evidence, shows who you really are. It would be his dossier. Does he really have to do anything with the pendant? What the heck? Of course not. Suppose not. Something that is very clearly connected to this pendant. That pendant is the key that will open the door to the truth. Oh, I'm stupid. It's the other pendant.
Take that!
Oh, it's the dossier! Also, I'll have the stream on the side ready. Get ready to raid. These two pendants resemble each other. One too green. Hey, you're right. They're the same color, and they're even made of the same material. I believe these two pendants are actually one. Shall we give it a try? Wow. It's totally Pegasus. But why? Why does my pendant match up with Mr. Deacon's? You're a smart lady. I'm sure you can imagine why that might be. But no, that can't be. So the two make a set. It's another trinket. It's not as though this changes anything. You lack imagination, Ancient Lang. Very well, I'll show you with this very evidence. This is the piece of evidence that gives meaning to the Pegasus pendant. Now it's the dossier. Oliver Deacon was just an alias for this man. His real name was Colin Deveray, the name that is etched onto this sports pendant. What? An alias? I suppose he had to hide the fact that he was a felon somehow in order to live. And it makes sense given what is written in Mr. Deveray's dossier. What I really wanted to point out was this. A specific section which the true meaning behind... Wait, what? Behind those pendants?
Take that!
Daughter. Mr. Deveray had one daughter, and her name is Lauren Pops. That's a lie. That person is not my father. He couldn't come out and tell you he was your father, because he was in hiding. However, I believe he was trying to secretly watch over you. Do you still believe that a man like that could kill the daughter he was separated from? Or even that such a man would allow his daughter to get involved in a kidnapping plot? And what is so funny, Ancient Lang? You're good at making things up in your head and deciding it's the truth, aren't you? What are you trying to say? Your thinking is much too innocent. After all, I've thought of another possibility. Is that so? Well, then let's hear it. I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter, but isn't it possible that they both knew that fact? It's no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the House of Mono, and the two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well? So this is his version of how things might have been. Do you have any proof that either one of them don't know the true relationship, right? I mean, they not only committed the kidnapping as father and daughter? That's right. As one really rotten family. Is that what really happened? I'd better take a long, hard look at the evidence. I don't know. I'll save on this one. I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter. Oh, thank you. Precisely. What father would ever willingly kill his own daughter? Many. I've seen a lot of things in my travels. And I can tell you that being related by blood is sometimes proof of nothing.
Hold it!
You think they knew? Yeah, I don't think only the victim knew. I think the girl realized it as well. They both know what the other person was, but they had to pretend like they didn't. Because he was on the lam? You got it. The victim couldn't exactly go around flaunting who he was. Furthermore, it was no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the House of Romano. One as a butler and one as the friend of the son, you mean? They probably thought that this was their best shot. Is that what you honestly believe? Of course. The two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. You mean how they plotted to commit this crime as blood relatives? Can you think of a better partner? There's certainly a better clever pair. Butler and the girlfriend. No one would ever suspect that they were, in fact, family. Yes, from the very beginning, they've painstakingly practiced those roles well. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well? I believe you're being a bit too overconfident for someone with no evidence. Am I? Because I don't see you presenting any evidence for the contrary. Sigh. Without evidence, we're stuck in a stalemate. Agent Lang is wrong. The scenario is certainly a probable one. You better hurry up and do something, or Lauren's gonna wind up looking really bad. I know, but first things first. Is Agent Lang's line of logic factually correct? Did the two of them really knowingly commit the crime as father and daughter? I really admire people who carve their own names into a pendant. Oh, and why would that be? You have no imagination, Mr. Expert. Oh. Did you ever think that maybe people want to have their loved ones always nearby? It's not as if I have a wedding band, and I have no interest in accessorizing. I suppose. Anyway, you know what? More than wearing flashy accessories, I'd rather be engraving my name to every treasure I find all around the world. A sign of affection is one thing, but blatant vandalizing is a bit different. Lauren D is engraved in this pendant. See that they wrote out her first name, but why the D? Maybe it's the result of poor planning? I guess. Well, at least if I had the shirt in my name, I could make it K Faraday. That way, even if you just sounded it out, it'd sound like my name, K Faraday. Suppose if I had to do the same, I would also abbreviate it as M Edgeworth. Hold on, I think you should abbreviate it as M-E, get it? Who would have thought that this little pendant could stir up such a strange conversation? I made good use of the plan, this little kidnapping. God, hold on, let me think here. Maybe I should do this another time. I made good use of the meetings to plan this little kidnapping. I mean, that's kind of like the one that's like... No, because then why the fuck was there three? There's a third person. Yeah, fuck that. Kidnapping wasn't planned by just two people alone. And what kind of proof do you have of that? Quite simply, there were 3 kidnappers. 3? 4 costumes were stolen from the Wild Wild West area's back room. Found one of them in the kidnapper's hideout. As for the other 3, we can assume that they were being worn by 3 different people.
I also found a slip of 3 cups and 3 folding chairs that were used in the hideout. This all clearly points to a 3-man group. I believe this third person is the real mastermind behind the kidnapping. But who is this mastermind? Is that you, the brains behind the kidnapping?
Fuck, who would it be? What? I mean, I would just assume it would be Lance. Because the girl kind of... And usually the women act innocent, but I kind of think it's the fucking guy. Yeah, he just happened to escape.
Take that!
Nah. Oh, and I was right too. Nice. Lance Amato? Yes, this abduction was in fact schemed up by Lance himself. What would he say when he appeared before us? Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces, but 2. One is a woman. However, there was 3 kidnappers, which is in direct contradiction to what he said. But I only saw 2 people. This guy was being held hostage. It's possible you couldn't see all 3 of them. Ah, yes, about when you were being held. I have my doubts about what happened then. Lance, would you mind telling us what happened while you were being held captive? I really don't remember much anymore, honest. But if I don't tell you at least something, you won't believe me at all, will you? I don't think I'm gonna have, like, any time to, like... You know what? I think I'll stop here. This is a nice cliffhanger. And then we can beat this case next time, and then start the new one. So sadly, I think we will end it here. Because I did kind of take a peek at a guide. I just looked up a guide because usually the guide is like, oh, do you investigate? Like, it usually tells me like if there's just a whole bunch of rebuttals or if I can investigate. Because I was gonna wait until a point where I was investigating, but if I'm just gonna keep talking for a while, uh, I'd rather just save it here. So let's do that. And is he on? Yes, Dr. Grambo is on. So we will raid into that Italian man. And he and Goodnight Snack are finishing up Crow Country. Very, very nice game from what I've been watching. So I hope you guys will have a nice time over there. Just because I had to end right in the middle of like this conversation, I will next stream when I come back on Friday. When I come back home later tomorrow, I'll stream the rest of this. So I hope you guys have a nice time, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care. Also, I might be uploading something on Halloween on Instagram and the Twitters. Shh, don't tell nobody. But as Stephen King once said, shh, don't tell nobody. All right. Take care. Bye bye.